Hello folks, just thought I'd give a quick video to show you what I'm intending to do with this old Tomcat, which I built in, as it turns out, 2002, which makes it 22 years old. Suddenly I feel ancient. It was drawn, I drew my own plans and I reduced this. This was the original one was to run on two kind of 70mm fans, so this has been reduced to take 50mm, but I powered this with a pusher motor. And the motor went into here, and it was a Mega 16-15-4 high kV, had a prop shaft, a carbon shaft running through there, mounted on bearings, and it works fine. But that's old technology, and you know, we've got to move forward, haven't we? And this thing's been sitting around doing nothing. I just think, well, let's deal with it, let's give it another lease of life. It did fly awesome. And I think with two 50mm fans it would be absolutely epic. But the problem is, because I built it for a pusher format, I built these into here to mount the servos to run the tailor on. So I'd have to tear those out. I can keep the push rod here and run it behind this former, run a servo in here. So I can cut down the encumbrances in the inlets and take all this out and run a single servo with just two rods to run this. I think this is the better way to go. Or maybe if I can fit a servo somewhere in here and do a direct drive to this lug. So I don't know, I just have to see what happens. But you can see the inlets are there. I can fill those pieces in, but they are essentially the inlets. And I'm going to cut a couple of cheater holes underneath for the 50mm fans at the back here, just around here, with hatches. So while that's off, I can take the opportunity to line this out with mylar, and then run some more ducting material up to here. And hopefully, I mean, that'll curve around there, so I can still get the top of the hatch on. And then it's got to converge here, so yeah, that won't be hard. And the inlet ducting, I mean, I can line that out with something, maybe thin ply, or maybe just leave it as it is. But there are a couple of, no, I can't, there are a couple of formers there, so I'm going to have to run that in, because it's just going to choke the air going in. So I can put the ESCs in here, which is a great place to put them, and I want to run some B heli. The ones I use on quads, but a lot of people have been using them with these fans now, so that will make it even lighter. And the motors, I'm going to have to cut these off, make a new pair of those, but the motor's going to go in about this area somewhere. Can't interrupt the tailor-on linkage, so I'm going to have to find a good spot for that. But I'll figure all that out later. So yeah, I did have a crash once. I did fly it with the wing swept, and it was flying brilliantly, but I flew behind myself and the sun was setting and lost I couldn't see it through the sun, and it just went into some long brush, and it was stuck there for 2 days until I found it again. The nose was smashed in. I had to build a new nose, but I'm going to refashion the nose as well, because it's still not right. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be the poor man's way for, oh yeah, I've got to also put a buffer on that, because that's worn on the bottom there, because it's here. So what I've got to do is see, well, that's compressed a little, so I just got to make that a little bit more so it clears the tailor on when it's in full sweep. But use some magnets for this stuff as well now. Stuff has moved on so much. The 50mm fans are so cheap, and they're so light, and they're so much more efficient. The batteries are better, so yeah, it's got to be a winner, isn't it? So 22 years later, this one will be taking flight again, albeit hand launching, but it should be okay, because the airframe only weighs 550 grams bare, so it's not going to add a whole lot to that. And it's about as light as a bare phony, to be fair. That weighs nothing. It just really weighs nothing. So stay tuned, and I'll update you with progress. Hopefully we'll get this thing flying and things will be great again. Fingers crossed. Stay tuned. Subscribe and like if you like this for updates, and I'd like to get more subscribers to my channel. So please, if you could, just click subscribe, and I'll subscribe back to you as well. Just keeps, you know, it's just a pain trying to get people to view my content. It's not happening. I really appreciate that. Thank you.